Tell your stories how you were stalked.
I had a good guy friend. We knew each other for over 10 years. Also, we shared a friend group. There was nothing romantic between us. He never paid attention to me as a girl. One day, I threw a party at my house to celebrate a new job of my dream. There were only close friends. This guy friend was playing his playlist from his flash drive, and he left this flash drive at my place, which had been there for 2 years. One day, I needed to transfer information from my computer, and I remembered about it. I plugged it in, and I found this. There were screenshots of my old stories, photos from social networks, which are already 10 years old. My photos leaked from the iCloud and from my phone. Even my photos where I was going somewhere, taken from the back or when I did not see, made stealthily in cabs and cafes. There were even photos and videos of webcam girls who looked exactly like me. And he's been doing this for years. And all those 2 years we were socializing, going on many trips with our group of friends. I was horrified. I felt like he was getting under my skin. I stopped talking to him abruptly. I'm afraid to talk to him about it, in case he starts to persecute me even more. But I run into him from time to time as my friends continue to hang out with him. I haven't been able to tell anyone except my best friend. My story of stalking started with Tinder. I met a guy there, but I didn't want to continue chatting. At the beginning, everything was okay. But after a while, he started to write pretty odd messages like, "I'm sure we will have 5 kids. Why do you need this job? You're going to stay home with our kids." I blocked him quickly, but my mistake was that I set photo from my Instagram as my Tinder profile picture. He found me by it and started to write in direct message. I didn't recognize him right away. He changed pictures and names every time. One morning I woke up and saw that he left almost every post 4 comments like, "This skirt is too short. You'll wear long dresses when we get married." Anyway, he found out where I was studying, even got my class schedule. I stayed late at the university, and late at night, I left the building alone. In front of the entrance, leaning against a car, stood a man of about 45 years old. He called me by my full name. He said he'd been waiting for me for over 2 hours, even though my classes were over. I got mad. I was scared. We were the only ones on the street. I told him that my dad was coming to pick me up, and we may meet tomorrow at the same time. I lied about the teacher giving me an extra assignment. I barely got out. That same day, I went to my parents and told them everything. We went to the police together, and that's when it stopped. I have a similar story. We were good friends since childhood. We grew up together. But at one point, I started getting harassed by fake accounts. Someone kept sending me my location, pictures of me getting in the car, going home, and comments like, "Cute sweater," "Nice haircut," or "You shouldn't be late at work." This person knew where I was at all times. He didn't answer my questions. Then he started calling me daily 100 times a day and was silent on the phone. I blocked 5, 7 accounts every day, and it turned out to be my very same friend. He knew about my problem, how I couldn't sleep or eat properly. I was afraid to leave the house, and he supported me and gave me advice on how to fight it. I didn't believe it was him until the last moment. I hired someone from TaskRabbit to run the IP addresses of these fake pages, and all these messages were coming from his address. I moved into a new apartment, and some guy started texting me, "You look great today. Anything unusual you're cooking today? I saw a bottle of wine with you." I guess he was my neighbor, but he wasn't going to meet me in person. He had weird meme user pic. The last straw was his message, "What is your perfume? Reminds me of Versace." That day was Independence Day. I went to the parade, and I was creeped out by the thought that this was following me and standing somewhere near me, maybe even sniffing me. I moved away and deleted social media for almost a year. I have an unusual story of stalking. I was pursued by a man in social networks. He constantly wrote to me from different accounts. Then, which seems unreal, he found my phone number and it was absolutely nowhere. I still do not understand how he did it. But then, he found a place where I study. I freaked out and decided to start stalking him. I found his real Instagram page, found out the neighborhood where he lived. I wanted to scare him too, but he suddenly stopped texting. When I went to his page, I saw that he was dead. His friends and relatives wrote this in their stories. Thanks for watching. Give it a like if you liked it. Write in the comments what creepy story happened to you. Hugs!